Ladies and gentlemen,
señoras y señores,
my name is Derrick Santiago.
My name is Beto Perez.
And welcome to the Average People video show, man.
And thank you for joining us. A big thank you to producer Matthew as well. And also our partners, Two Streams, for allowing us to use their space. And here we are, man.
Man,
Let's go.
Two Streams, man. Shout out to Two Streams, man. They've been holding it down.
Yes.
Hey, compadre, I got to ask you, man. You kind of got here a little on edge.
I'm a little
What's
aggravated,
up,
bro.
dog? Are you okay?
Whew, I'm going to air it out.
Ready? Dude, let me know,
hey,
please.
You know, we talk about things that happen in life, in real life scenarios, right? So today, I took my mom to the doctors to have a visit, right?
Oh, okay.
And shout out to the doctors that take care of mom, man, because it's very important to keep mom alive and vibrant.
Say that,
today
bro.
was one of those, bro. Me and mom and I don't ever argue. Number one, mom's always on the edge with her health. I don't want something to happen and me be upset, right?
Yeah.
So as a matter of fact, before I get out of here, I probably got to apologize to her.
Okay, that's a good.
Although I don't feel like I need to, but let me tell you why. So
Man,
we're at the doctor's office, and then mom's like, "Oh yeah, your sister only, she doesn't take me to the store, and you don't come visit me." You're like, bro,
wait, what? That doesn't sound.
Yeah,
that doesn't sound accurate.
Yeah, I was just going off, right? and she was like, "Yeah, and last night your sister came and she dropped off 2 kitties that I'm going to be babysitting for the next 2 weeks."
What,
bro? And I was like, keep in mind, mom's got 3 birds. 2 dogs, 1 street cat, and these are all animals that just somehow, some way appeared in her house. And now she's telling me my sister came to drop off 2 kitties so she could babysit. Bro.
Dude, that's 9 animals.
Keep in mind.
I'm
just chilling. I was like, all right, cool. Played it off, right? Well, number one thing I really dislike, man, especially coming from mom, is to lie to me. Like, don't lie to me, please.
Yeah.
I don't care what you did. I don't judge. I don't care where you've been, what you did, who you've done. Hey, more power to you, mom. You know what I'm saying? You went on it. Cool, handle it. But she lied to my face and was like, yeah, I'm babysitting your sister. So I texted my sister like,
wait, you're babysitting your sister's cats?
Yeah. And I texted my sister real quick, and I was like, hey, sis, are you really just mom really babysitting these kittens for you? And she was like, no, they're hers. And I was like,
oh man,
bro, I went and I never disrespect mom or get aggravated or anything. I'm always mom's super funny and calm. That's how we keep it funny. And
love
calm,
moms. Love moms.
And nah, bro, I was aggravated at the doctor, and I was like, one thing I freaking dislike is for M and F.
Dude, you were dropping bombs?
Yeah, dog.
Wow.
I had to, and I was like, one thing I dislike is for mother efforts to lie to me,
Yeah.
And that, bro, I can handle it. If I'm dating you and you cheated on me with 10 men the night before, that's cool. Just tell me. I don't want to find out on my own. I don't care. Apparently, I'm aggravated.
Wow. Yes, persona.
So, anyways, hey, am I in the wrong for this? Derrick, talk to me. Be honest.
Yeah,
man.
yes and no.
Okay.
Yes and no.
Okay.
100%.
Mom's take is like, well, you guys don't visit me, so I gotta have people that entertain me.
That's false. That's false. But that's probably like a defense mechanism for her. But I can tell you this: yes and no. I think that you're wrong because you're dropping bombs on your mom, like using vulgar language. But I understand that you're probably upset, right?
Very upset.
But.
Because I'm the last person she got to lie to, bro. I take care of moms, bro.
I do. And for the people that don't know out there, like, my compadre Beto right here takes care of his moms, like literally goes out of his way, does more than you could ever imagine. And man, I applaud you for that, man. You really honor your parent. Like, there's not a lot of people that do that.
It's what we got to do.
Yeah, and you know what too? And I'm
not the only one. I got my sisters that help out too.
I'm not saying that, and I'm not discrediting them. But what I want to say though is that you really honor your mother and take care of her and look out. So, so I think that you're wrong by disrespecting and cussing, but maybe you needed to get your point across.
I didn't cuss at her. I cussed at the scenario.
Okay. But who was present to listen?
I wasn't like, F you. But who was like, F this cats.
But who was present to listen and to receive that energy?
Probably the doctor that heard me yell.
Okay.
I never go to that.
All right. Wasn't your fault, dude. All right, you didn't do that.
So what happened?
But I think that you were in the right because you want to look out for your mom. And I think that, like, so for example, my mother's elderly too. Right. She's about to turn 80.
Right.
So there's things where she thinks, in her mental capacity, where she makes decisions that are really from the heart, but she doesn't take under consideration her physical situation or like her living situation and all these things. You just said 6 pets already.
Yeah.
An extra 3. It's like, that's not only like a financial burden, but it's also like kittens are a handful, let alone 1. 3 already with other pets. So I think that you did the right thing.
Well, mom is balling, bro, because she's using my money. So she's like, dude. Mom be like, whatever. I want a baby tiger. She's not paying for it.
Like Los Tigres del Norte or like
Los Kitties del Norte.
Los Kitties del Norte.
Oh my
what
God.
is your? So that's why you're all hot this morning.
Yeah, dude.
See, dude, I thought it would be something like me. So like me, I'm married, I have children, right? So it's like, man, sometimes, okay, full transparency, wifey, my bad, but it can be World War III in our pad in the morning.
So what is your morning routine?
Okay, so
explain to us, because I don't have kids. I don't know what that's like.
Okay, so I don't have 6 pets, but I do have 2 Frenchies.
Okay,
so they're included in that mix.
They're partners.
Yeah, sure. They're at the crib and they require attention and responsibility.
Right.
So we're waking up at 7 a.m. I have a freshman in high school. Shout out to my daughter Lexi. What up, Aria? And then I have a first grader, Alessandra. Ali, what's up, Ali? And wifey. So we have to coordinate and make sure everything is going. So I wake up in the morning, maybe between 6 and 7. I'm letting my dogs out, making sure they're getting straight. Then I gotta wake up. Who let the dogs out? Me. Who let the? All right. Then I gotta get my daughter going. Then I gotta get my small daughter going. And then wifey and I are like collaborating. So it can be kind of difficult. And I'll tell you what, that's how we start our day. So that can resonate throughout the whole day, depending on how we kick it off, right? So we try to start with positive affirmations, and notice I say try. But I can tell you, when I wake up in the morning, I jump right into devotion. I'm in prayer because I know the type of morning I'm about to have. And that's honest.
And this is 7 days a week. That's not just Monday through Friday.
Yeah, because all of a sudden, mysteriously, my daughters want to wake up on time on Saturday and Sunday. You know what I'm saying?
To watch cartoons?
Well, they could watch cartoons on demand because they got Netflix and Disney Plus and all that stuff. But I don't know. They all of a sudden want to wake up on time when they don't need to wake up. You know what I mean? But so for all the parents out there, super average, congratulations today if you got your kids to school on time. Because it's real.
How hard is it to get the kids to school on time, though?
Very difficult in my household. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Hey, but realistically, it's important because you're creating a situation, circumstances for your children. You want to teach them and learn them how to be punctual, how to be responsible with their time, and also to be like just on point. It can be difficult, but shout out to all the parents out there that are keeping it average and are luchando con la vida, is what I like to say in the morning time. Me not
having the kids. I have a question. So when the kids don't make it on time, do you take it on yourself? Do you beat yourself up for it?
I have been lately. And the reason why is because it's been brought to our attention that our smallest daughter has a lot of late and tardies. You know what I mean? And the school is like, yo, you guys might be in the top 10% of
always
like
being on tardy.
Always being on tardy.
I just said always being on tardy.
That's a bar. Trademark that. Hey, we're always being on tardy. You know what I'm saying? But it's not. It's there's certain circumstances in my life that play into it. You know what I mean? And I'm going to take responsibility because I am the parent. You know, and it's not that we don't mean to, but again, it's certain circumstances and protocols that we need to put in our procedure in the mornings to make sure that we do right by our children.
I remember going to school and they said, if you are late all the time or you don't show up, we're going to send you to juvenile hall. Your parents are going to jail.
Yeah, that's false.
That rule still.
They could, from my understanding, and again, I don't look into it because my kids show up to school. They just show up late. You know what I'm saying? So, but again, the truant officers, and you know what that whole thing is because the schools do not get paid unless the children are present. Yeah. They don't get those funds dispersed. You're a teacher, man.
You're not going to have that sticker on your car that says, proud of my 20-week super citizen.
Well,
blah, blah. You're not going to have that sticker. You're just going to be like, tardy on time.
My guy, we're on time, always on tardy.
But hey, thanks for making me feel better, bro. I'm not aggravated anymore. I'm going to text mom right now.
Hey, yeah, you definitely should. Because, never let the sun go down with anger in your heart. You know what I'm saying?
Well, the sun, we got about another 8 hours.
You do got a little bit of time. What time does the sun go down? Like 5 o'clock or whatever. So you got a little bit of time, man.
Some time.
Hey, man, but speaking about being on time, man, I just got back from the airport, dog. And
you were in Vegas. What the hell were you doing in Vegas, man?
I was collaborating. No, we were just doing all work, staying productive, man. Okay. And so working with the podcast, what people do for the Fetty. And but also we were out there for the Tax Rep Summit, man. A lot of tax professionals out there, man. And there's so much information. No, I'm not. But my co-host, shout out to Rick Alvarez. What up, Rick Alvarez, man?
Hey, Rick, I'm gonna send you the payment, bro. We're shouting you out right now.
Yeah.
$2,000.
Yeah, we'll shout out. We'll request. Don't even trip.
Matthew will send you the
The invoice.
Yeah.
But no, so he was out there and we were out there doing some production, but there's a lot of information, man, that's available, especially like with the new tax laws every year.
Yeah.
And the IRS is investing in themselves to kind of like do their due diligence to ensure that people are doing right by their businesses and themselves, because your family is a business, whether you believe it or not. But how you operate your family, if you have children and wives, or I said that backwards. I said children and wives.
Children and wives.
If you have children and a wife or a husband,
nephews and tias.
and 9 cats. But you know, you got to be on point, and things are changing. So we got a chance to rub shoulders with a lot of people, a lot of interesting people, a lot of knowledgeable people, man, and just looking forward to sharing those resources on the podcast.
So what do you got for us? What's one thing that you learned? What's one thing that we could take from this?
Man, tax planning. Tax
What
planning.
do you mean?
Exactly right. That's a new term that I learned over this trip. There's people who are wealthy, and it doesn't impact us because we may not be as wealthy as we need to be, but there's ways on how they strategically put plays in place so that way they can pay the least amount of taxes to the government.
Yeah.
And it's a strategy.
So not to get into politics, not to bring up presidents,
Right.
not to bring up folks that,
Right.
you know, but for example, the Trump situation, right? Everybody was upset a couple of months ago about him
Recently, yeah.
paying, you know, whatever, I think it was $700, and they
Right.
were like, oh, you're a billionaire. So you're speaking of folks like in his caliber?
Absolutely, 100%. And the fact of the matter is that, you know, he was an ex-president. I don't want to get into the politics and stuff.
Can somebody average in our neighborhoods do the same?
Absolutely, 100%. And there's a lot of information out there that we just be like, oh, you know what? We don't want to deal with that. We'll just cut the check. Or I don't want to deal with this stuff. I'm going to do it like this because they believe that they're successful because they have a business and they're generating the most money that their family has ever seen.
Yeah.
But there's ways to level up. And the way that you start is by getting the information and doing the education.
Okay, and is there like is there a link? Is there a website? Is there somewhere we could talk to? We can go.
Yeah, man.
Rick Alvarez.
Rick Alvarez. That's
you know, another 1,000.
Dude, straight up. But I'm gonna be honest with you. Like, check out the What People Do for Money podcast. And I don't mean to commingle, compadre, but there's a lot of resources there.
Yeah. Okay. And you have a lot of interviews posted up on there as well with folks that you interviewed. Huh?
Yeah, on
it's
all
crazy,
platforms.
It's crazy how that's one thing.
We have an interview with you, man. It's so dope too. You gave us your whole.
There's one thing that I wish schools would teach, and I'm not talking. I've never been to what is it, a private school?
Okay.
But you know, just credit. Teach us about credit, man.
Yeah. So you know how I feel about this.
Like, you're
compadre.
teaching me algebra. I've never used algebra once I graduated.
My
I'm sure
daughter
it comes in handy if you work for NASA or something, but you know, I wasn't aiming that high.
Yeah, my daughter Aria right now is in freshman and she's taking physics.
Yeah.
And she's suffering. Like she's barely starting to get it,
But
after investing in a tutor and all this stuff, right?
But why not teach them how to like purchase their first home or like, you know, tax?
That's what I'm getting to. And you know how I feel about this. I'm very passionate about financial literacy. Like, there's very important pieces about what we should understand and what we should know as we grow into adulthood.
Yeah.
And I think that it starts with saving. I think that it starts with 401k.
Yeah.
I think that it understands of how to balance a budget and how to do accounting. Also, how to acquire credit and how important it is.
Yeah.
And also how to sustain the money that you generate, because that's a big piece. You know what I mean? And not enough of our parents in our community know about that. So it's hard for them to teach their children what they don't know. So I think, again, no, I believe, and I completely, 100% wholeheartedly believe that there's generational gaps of education when it comes to wealth. And it's time for us to wake up and ensure that our families and our generations will be sustainable. And in the morning, I was talking about it earlier. I get up in the morning in prayer, but I'm not only praying about my children, I'm praying about my children's children and that they make better decisions so that way it'll impact generations to come.
While you at it, bro, can you include me in your prayer? I think I need it sometimes.
I do. You'd be surprised how many people pray for you, compadre.
You.
And I love you, brother. There's a lot of people. There's a lot of people. Man. You said it. We pray for you all the time, man. Let's get it.
I don't want to talk about mom right now. I'm upset at mom, bro.
Hey, man.
Mom prays for me like crazy. She sends me text messages praying. She calls me prayers. Like, yeah, blessed, super blessed.
That's a blessing, man.
And you know what? I'm not upset anymore. She can have 2 kitties if she wants.
Yeah, you know what, dude? I'm going to bring 2 more, dude. But, man, compadre, and, man, you do work, man. You do work. So you got a lot of prayer warriors out there for you, bro.
Oh man,
you got a lot of prayer warriors for you. But hey, so in the morning for you, man, what is it like with Gypsy Hustle?
Oh my God!
For those people that don't know, Gypsy Hustle is your turtle,
my
right?
sulcata turtle that one day will weigh 350 pounds and she will outlive all of us. She'll be about 150 years old by the time she starts getting her senior citizen card.
Dude, and you walk her.
Yeah, she goes on walks, dude. Lately, she's been upset though because it's been cold. And the other day, this jacket I threw over her, and I woke up in the morning and she was all bundled up and like, oh man, is that what it's like to have kids? Oh, such a sweetie pie. And then I was like, and then I took her outside and she was mad. She was in her shell. She didn't want to come out. Like, oh, come on, man,
dude. But since she was like a really small turtle.
Yeah, she's
you've been taking her outside.
Yeah, and so
now she's used to it.
She's used to it. So now she follows the path. She knows how to follow the path, and she'll eat the whole neighbor's weeds up too. And the neighbors were like, I don't know, like my neighbor's that good, but they all like love her. Like, oh, hi turtle. They say hi turtle. I'm like, hey, yeah, turtle. I was like, if you talk to her, her proverbs are not hi turtle.
Her pronouns.
Her pronouns. Hey,
so that's what we do.
But she's action, bro. Noun is not an action. Such a proverb.
So we're always on Tardy, and we're changing pronouns to proverbs because we want to know what your action about. What's your proverb? Well, my proverbs are getting it done, hustling, getting to the bread, keeping it real. Those are all my proverbs. Yeah. Your proverbs.
Well, my turtle. My turtle, the proverbs. Nah, man.
Dude, I just got to tell you how legendary that is, dude. Wow, man, that's super average.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Man, one of the things that we'll continue to do is just be ourselves on camera and showing the averageness. And off
camera, too.
Showing the averageness of what we do. And we do some pretty cool stuff, man.
We do a lot of stuff, bro. I don't know how it happens, but it happens. I get invited for like some cool, And then there's also the ventures. Like, for example, I'm having to drive to Fresno 7 hours to catch a flight to go to Arizona. That's going to take us to Houston. And then we got to catch the next flight at 5 a.m. to get to Oakland, to drive an hour and a half to get to Napa Valley to do a performance, and then to fly right back home Monday morning at 6 a.m. But I got to be at the airport at 2 a.m. because it's an hour and a half drive. And, my other partner's he's got to fly out to back to where he's going. And we got to be at the airport for 6 hours.
Holy guacamole.
And then I got to start my afternoon show at the station at 2 o'clock. So,
dude, how do you do it?
I don't know. Good question.
Seriously, you're just used to it or what?
You just do it. I don't know.
No, you can't just say that. Like, how do you sleep? Where do you sleep? What's your hack? How do you keep it going when you're out on the road?
Sleep on the plane.
Sleeping on the plane?
Sleeping on the plane. Yep. Sleeping on the plane and getting some hot chocolate to warm my panza up before I get on the plane.
Really?
Yeah, it warms me up, puts me to sleep.
Oh, dang.
Milk. Hey, bro, this is a secret. If anybody ever dates me and they want to put me to sleep and go out and party, give me some milk. Some warm milk.
Some hot chocolate.
Warm milk.
Warm milk disguised as hot chocolate.
Or cereal.
So it
must be the milk. Something in the milk.
It is in the milk.
I've had to change my milk up too recently because milk don't taste like it used to back in the days.
Really?
No, I don't. It just doesn't.
You're doing a full investigation, or
I had some milk called, I don't know, Cow Life or something. I don't know what it's called. I think it's called Cow Life.
What's the Cow Life's proverbs?
Not so fast.
Not so heavy.
So, it's Cow Life. Milk is not the same, bro. But anyways, give me milk. I'm going to sleep.
Man, I had some cereal last night, man. Do you mix your cereal?
All my cereals, and then I add ice cream on it.
What's your That's crazy that you add ice cream.
Yeah, I like Corn Flakes, just the Mexican brand. Mm-hmm. I don't like Corn Flakes. I like Corn Flakes.
Corn Flakes.
And a scoop of vanilla ice cream in there.
But it has to be vanilla. Like, you don't do flavors?
I don't think it's ever. That's tasted the best so far.
Last night I had a triple combo.
What'd you have?
I had honey bunches of oats, mini shredded wheats, with the little fruity pebbles sprinkled on top.
You're definitely a serial killer, dog.
Serial killer.
Yeah, I don't know, man. But
hey, man, super average, man.
Yeah, hell yeah. Well, we learned a couple of things today. That's good.
Yep. So, man, thank you for your time.
No, thank you for not making me feel aggravated anymore. Now making me feel like I'm a total douche.
Yeah, so a couple action items. Let's call your mom. Apologize.
Right now?
No.
Oh, perfect.
But call her soon.
She'll be like, Mijo, ¿qué pasó?
Yeah, I'm gonna.
That's her attitude. ¿Qué pasó?
¿Qué pasó ahorita?
Like, what do you mean, ¿qué pasó? You have 2 kitties on top of the other kitties.
I thought you said it was 3, but it's all right.
No, it's 2 kitties. Well, she's got another one on top of the other kitties.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so action item. So please call moms. 2, I will put a plan in place so we can get our daughters to school on time.
Okay.
And then 3, think about your proverbs and introduce them next week.
All right. Like, subscribe, and follow.
So tell us where they can follow you at, man.
My Instagram is at Cali Burrito.
Hey, and my Instagram is at Derrick Goes, because we go hard in the paint, man.
Hey, again, a big thank you to Two Streams for allowing us to use their space. And don't forget to follow producer Matt at King Matthew 619. So
man.
Make sure you follow him, check him out, talk to him about sports. He's a big Ken Caminetti fan. He's a big Tony Gwynn fan. He'll sit there and tell you everything about Pelé and his football kicks.
Yeah, we should ask him about what he thinks about Xander Bogaerts to the Padres. Man, we got a bunch of stuff we're going to talk to King Matt about.
We need to bring him on.
Yeah, we're going to bring him on, man.
So you can see him.
But shout out to Two Streams, man.
Gracias.
And we look forward to making it happen, man.
Yes, sir.
All right, thank you.
Go bright all of a sudden,
dude. I think that was a sign from heaven.
I gotta come. Oh.
My name is Derrick Santiago.
My name is Beto Perez.
And we'll check you out next time on the Average People Video Show. Peace.